So you all loved my last video I did on interior design approved items from IKEA, because let's be honest, IKEA is pretty great and the DIYs are almost endless, and let's be real, the affordability when it comes to these items if you're starting off on your own cannot be beat. And I'd also like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I feel like I should also do a video on IKEA items to avoid as well, because I know you all love being told what to do.
Daddy, chill.
It's Sunday, Phoenix. It is the day of rest. Well, at least not for me. Well, if you get that reference, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, do not Google that. I warned you. I want to see if people actually get it. Sunday is a day of rest. Okay, let's get into it. Please try not to make fun of me too much, because I am going to try my hardest to absolutely not butcher any of these names, because as you know, I am not Swedish, so I'm apologizing in advance. First on the list is another small storage solution for your bathroom. I am a sucker for a good cabinet, and in the last video, I know you all love the Moss John bathroom storage unit with the reeded glass that I personally have myself that still looks so amazing, but I get it, reeded glass and black is not for everyone. The Asjohn is another really great storage unit that comes in white oak and walnut that is perfect for small space saving solutions that you can use in your bathroom or anywhere else. Honestly, I've seen this used in a bedroom for nightstands on either side. It's perfect for that as well. Using your bathroom, typically it goes above your toilet because it has a very narrow profile, but you can use it behind a door as well, depending on how much space you actually have to use. I've also seen a lot of people use this for jewelry cabinets in their bedroom, and I think this is a really great way to put your items on display, but still have them closed off enough and easily accessible. And for $150, you cannot go wrong. If you live in a condo, trust me, these spaces are already super small to begin with, and one of my specialties is small space-saving solutions. If you want me to do an entire video on that, please let me know, because I could talk endlessly about how to hide items and make sure everything looks clean and out of sight. If you have enough space, height included, the Asjohn cabinet also comes in a higher version, which is really great if you want to have some extra linen storage and also extra toiletries to just have completely hidden away. These are a little bit more expensive. They're at $349, but what's really great about them is they also come with a 10-year warranty, which honestly, from IKEA is pretty sick. What I really like about IKEA bathroom storage pieces is that they are also designed with the humidity in mind for these small spaces. It does not have that same cheap feeling that some of their items tend to have that will show wear in no time. Whenever you are looking for bathroom rated items, make sure they are either damp or wet rated. Most furniture and lighting will have that rating onto it, but always look at the seams of any material cuts for these pieces that you're putting in the bathroom to make sure that humidity will not get trapped in these pieces and actually break them down over time. I have always loved a good mirror, and the more unique, the better. The Skog's Gronson. You know what? I've said this 100 times. I'm not going to even try and say this again because I keep ruining it. We're just going to put the name up here. The reason I like this mirror is because it has a material cut rift on it that gives it that asymmetrical look. Now, before you come for me, I'm not suggesting this as a mirror because it does have that tinted color to it. It's more a suggestion as an art piece, and I think 2 or 3 of these in a grouping would be absolutely gorgeous, either vertical or horizontal. The warmth from this copper finish is also really unique because it's not as loud as a regular mirror, so it's not going to give that super high reflectivity from it that can really bounce around the space, but you still get the mirror that reflects the light around. The sizing is perfect too. The fact that it's a 20-inch diameter means it's perfect for grouping without being overwhelming, and it's not too small or too big just to have it by itself. And $70, you cannot go wrong. IKEA has been always fantastic when it comes to mirrors because the sizing and the price cannot be beat. You know I love a moody and dark interior. That is personally my vibe. It is one of my favorite kind of spaces to design. Something like this with the copper finish looks so beautiful in that space because it still gives you that nice contrast of juxtaposition without being too contrasted with that kind of like chrome finish that usually is off-putting in a really dark, saturated, moody room. I'd also like to thank Squarespace for keeping my lights on. If you are an entrepreneur starting off, making a website, honestly, is one of the most challenging and difficult things you can do because it eats up all of your time. Squarespace makes it super easy to build your website and have everything up there. I have my portfolio, I have your ways to contact me. It is the easiest way to showcase everything you're working on and have the general public contacting you, because as we all know, not only is your website your portfolio, but your social is, and this is the perfect combination. Head to squarespace.com/DesignDaddy to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code DesignDaddy, and please sign up because Rhea needs a new dog bed. Okay, now back to interior design items. I also love that almost all of these items are brand new to IKEA, so you are the first ones to see them on my profile, and you're going to love all these other ones. This is more decor oriented because I know there are some plant lovers out there, myself included. The Daxtrus is a self-watering insert, and honestly, they are super beautiful, and the colors are not in your face, so they really blend in with your space. If you've left your space for more than a week, having someone take care of your plants is something that's always necessary, but these are super convenient because you have the water inside of them, put them in the soil, and it's fantastic because it only waters as the soil actually dries out. And honestly, it adds a really nice design element to the plant and your planters. I'm adding this one to my list because I've had so many comments across all my socials asking if the PAX wardrobe system is actually worth it. And yes, in my opinion, it 100% is. This is a great solution compared to a custom closet that you really don't have to pay those custom closet costs. I don't know. When I type it out, I'm like, yeah, this sounds good. And then it's a fantastic solution because it really cuts those custom closet costs in half, and you almost get a custom closet without having to hire a custom mill worker. Try saying custom closet costs 10 times really fast because I completely ruined and butchered that. That took way longer than it needed to, but once again, we are back. What I love about the PAX systems is that they are almost completely customizable to drawers, pull-out, hanging, shelves, you name it. I am personally not a fan of all the adjustable holes in the sides, but what's really great is that you can fill them to give it that more custom look so everything looks built in. If you are OCD, like me, you love an organized closet, I think the PAX is a fantastic solution for this. If you do go with the PAX system, please, you heard it here first, measure the heights, the length, and the actual width of all these units of where you're actually locating them. The amount of DIYer videos that I've seen out there of people installing these PAX systems and they put door fronts on them and they don't actually fit in the space. The last thing I want you to do is DIY one of these and then you end up hating it because it doesn't actually fit. Measure, measure, measure. Measure 3 times, not twice, 3 times to be absolutely sure that this is even going to fit in your space. If we're being honest, textiles are usually a really expensive addition into any space, especially when it comes to buying yards of fabric for curtains. And honestly, I didn't think IKEA would be really great with curtains, but I stand corrected. I've used a few of these in the spaces that I've renovated, and honestly, you cannot tell that these are from IKEA. The linen pairs called Dytag are perfect if you want something soft that still lets light in while still providing privacy. Whatever you do, steam them when you put them up. Otherwise, they're going to look so cheap and so janky, and get a rod instead of a hidden track to go with it because it's going to give you a much chicer look. They come in beige, navy, green, and these are perfect if you want that really moody interior design style. White is always classic in my opinion and will go with everything. So if you're not sure where to start, go with white and you can always add in color in other places. Next on the list is a little bit less decor and a little bit more design oriented. But if you have a cabinet that has adjustable shelves and it ends up being an empty cabinet most of the time, the Utrusta pull-out track is 100% Design Daddy approved. Depending on the width that you actually have in these cabinets and how much space you're actually working with, they can be mounted on either side so everything can be pulled out without reaching in the back for your rice and for honestly, most of the time I forget what I have in the back of these cabinets. This is the perfect solution where you can pull everything out. And what's really great is there are so many Adustra pull-out configurations for your pull-out, for your cabinets, for your drawers. This is perfect for any kitchen hack to add into your existing cabinets. Last on this list is also another small space-saving solution, and if you're like me and live in a condo, you know you don't have any room, and that being said, it means that you don't have room for a garbage can. It ends up being out, and honestly, I have not seen a garbage can that actually looks nice in a space. They all look ugly, and it's really challenging to find something that looks great that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. The Hull Bar is a garbage and recycling pullout that you can mount inside the cabinet so it completely hides away. This is fantastic for also isolating the smells because it's completely hidden. I have it myself and I think it is fantastic. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you is if you can hide the recycling and the garbage, you're luxe. The other great thing about these is that depending on your cabinet size, you can actually get taller ones as well to have a full single one or two. The combinations are really good for either of them. So let me know in the comments if I should continue this series because IKEA has some fantastic diamonds in the rough and they also have a lot of junk. That's all for today, and as always, thanks for watching. It really means a lot to have so many people watch my videos because honestly, I was so against getting on YouTube, but here we are. It has been such a fantastic journey. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you don't want to wait until next week's video, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. Phoenix Gray for all my daily design tips and tricks. And you can also get a sneak peek at some of the projects I have on the go. Remember, if you're ever second guessing yourself, just ask, what would Design Daddy do? Done.